Congratulations, graduate, or almost grad. If you are watching this video, chances are you are thinking about your post-graduation plans. And like all the Hallmark cards say, the world really is your oyster. But having too many options can also be a little scary. We hope to give you a sampler of what your options are after graduation. Hi, my name is Mohika Nagpal, and I'm going to share some ideas for your life after college. One of the most common options for students after graduating from college is to get a job, and there are many benefits of working after college, including putting your education to practical use, earning an income, paying off student loan debt, and starting to save up for your future, as well as professional growth. Let's dive a little deeper into the employment bucket, because a full-time job may not be the best fit after college. There are other options that are bridges between your college education and your first full-time job. Some of these options include an internship or apprenticeship, which is a short-term job, typically lasting anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. Think of an internship like a practice run for a job. This is a great way to get more hands-on experience in your field without signing yourself up for a long-term commitment like a full-time job. Internships also help build your resume and make connections in your industry. In some cases, you may be offered a full-time job upon successful completion of your internship. Keep in touch with the people you intern with, as they may be able to offer you a permanent position later on. A co-op, also known as a cooperative education program, is a structured educational experience in which you may alternate between periods of academic study and a work period. For example, your university may run on a quarter system, and if you decide to join a co-op, you may take classes one quarter and work the next quarter. Just like an internship, this is also a great way to sample the job market before you're ready to commit to one company or one job. Your own entrepreneurial interests. Maybe you've got an entrepreneurial flair and have always wanted to start your own business or expand on a project you got to work on in college. If you have the right support and passion for your project, another option after college may be to dedicate time to your venture. Remember, many big companies that we interact with every day started as someone's passion project. International endeavors. If you are a fluent English speaker and have a knack for teaching, another option to consider is teaching English abroad. Some of the most popular and well-known programs include Teaching English as a Foreign Language, or TEFL, which requires a TEFL certification and is one of the most common requirements for being able to teach English abroad. Another option is Teach English to Speakers of Other Languages, or the TESOL program, similar to the TEFL. The Japanese Exchange and Teaching Program, or JET, hires English speakers to work in schools and local government offices in Japan. And similarly, the English program in Korea, or EPIK. When it comes to starting your career, you may be thinking, great, so how do I sign up? As you think about your options, remember one thing. You don't have to decide the rest of your life today. Your first job, internship, or try is hardly going to be your last. Your first experience can be a stepping stone that teaches you about the job market, your own work ethic, and where you'd like to go next. If you've decided to go down the employment route after college, there are a couple of things to get in order. First and foremost, build your resume so you can organize your education and experience to showcase it to potential employers. Check out our video on how to write a resume to get started. Next, you'll want to practice your interview skills. One of our favorite resources for interview prep is our video on studying for an interview. Next, look into some job search engines, such as LinkedIn, Indeed, ZipRecruiter, Handshake, and Simply Hired. Your college or university may give you special memberships to job search engines, so be sure to take advantage of those resources. These websites are like Google for jobs. You're able to enter your information, upload your resume, and apply filters to search for jobs that may be a good fit for you. Another way to find a job is through job fairs offered at your college or university, or even in your local community. Consult your college's career development office or counseling center for information on these types of events. When you attend a job fair, we recommend that you treat it like an interview. Dress professionally, try to preview which companies will be represented, and carry multiple copies of your resume. Be ready to make an impression. One other way to find employment opportunities is to talk to people. This may seem obvious, but is often forgotten. Talk to your family members, friends, neighbors, other members in the community about what you're looking for. It is possible that they may know of opportunities and would be able to connect you to them. Bonus points if they're able to vouch for you. Employment is just one of the many categories of opportunities you have as you are preparing to navigate your post-grad life. Should you decide to take some time between graduation and starting out this process, make sure to stay up to date on trends and in the loop about the kinds of jobs you're interested in. Now, there are many reasons to go back to school after finishing your undergraduate degree. I'm going to discuss 3 of them today. The first, and one of the most common options, is to pursue a graduate degree. This includes getting a master's degree to dig a little deeper on your field of study, a PhD to pursue research and teaching in your field, an MD to become a doctor, a JD to become a lawyer, a PharmD to become a pharmacist, a DDS to become a dentist, etc. Many career paths require professional training or other degrees and certifications. If you have a dream job in mind, try looking up the educational requirements for that job. Pro tip, if you're able to connect with someone who has your dream job, you can learn so much about their educational journey and use that as an example for your own. Getting a graduate degree is not always easy. It may require that you take additional tests to even apply. Remember the SAT and ACT when you were applying for college? Kind of like that. Many graduate programs require the GMAT, GRE, MCAT, PCAT, LSAT, or other exams to apply. You'll need to identify programs that you are interested in, find out their prerequisites and application requirements, collect letters of recommendations, apply, and possibly interview. It's like the whole college application process on steroids. When thinking about where to apply, check out our video on applying to colleges and universities for some advice on building your school list. You'll want to familiarize yourself with the jargon and the language of the programs that you're applying to. What is the degree called? Your best bet for learning the inside scoop is trying to connect with current students in that field. Remember that just like college applications, graduate applications take time to write and cost money to submit, so be mindful of your time and financial situation when pursuing this option. Be sure to discuss your plans with your college advisor so they can help you figure out if you have all your ducks in a row to apply. Another reason to consider further education after college is if you decide you want to switch gears altogether. Perhaps you got a degree in computer science, but after a year-long internship, you realize that your true passion actually lies in study of microbiology. Don't worry, it happens. In fact, a statistic suggests that up to 50% of Americans consider a career switch at some point in their lives. Depending on what you want to switch to, you may consider getting another bachelor's or associate's degree. Once again, refer to your academic advisors and other mentors for specific guidance. A third reason to go back to school is something called a post-baccalaureate program, called post-bac for short. This is something between a career switch and graduate education. Post-bac programs are 1 to 2 year programs for people who got their bachelor's degree in one domain, such as engineering, for example, but realize that they want to go to dental school. Chances are, as an engineering student, they didn't take all the prerequisites they needed for dental school. Instead of going all the way back and getting a whole new bachelor's degree, some students may consider a post-bac. During this program, students just take the classes they need to apply to the graduate program of their choice and get some more hands-on experience. Post-bacs are most common for students interested in medical school, dental school, pharmacy school, veterinary school, nursing programs, and teaching certifications. A quick reminder, just like with undergraduate admissions, graduate admissions can be a draining process. When things get overwhelming or uncertain, don't give up, ask your mentors for help, and stay focused on your end goal. These are just other things to keep in mind as you start this next journey in your post-grad life. Travel. A fun way to grow personally is to travel after graduation. Exploring new places and meeting new people is a fantastic way to expand your view of the world and push your comfort zone. It's an experience you'll never forget. But remember, it does cost money to travel. Some budget-friendly ways for a fresh college graduate to travel include applying for research or travel grants through your college or university, or apply for a Teaching English Abroad program. Volunteer. Community service and volunteering are great avenues to give back to the community, help those in need, and learn more about possible career paths if you're unsure of your end goals. Volunteering can be done in your local community or even on a larger scale through organizations like Teach for America or the Peace Corps. Structured volunteer projects through those organizations help you find a very focused project in an area of need and also stand out on your resume. As the name suggests though, volunteering is done without pay. Keep that in mind as you think about your financial needs after graduation. Networking. An invaluable skill is connecting with the people around you. No matter what path you decide to take after college, you will always have a lot to learn from the people you work with. Whenever possible, attend networking events and workshops in your field. Meeting new people can be hard, but the best way to do it is to practice. Networking helps you find mentors who can guide you in your professional and sometimes even personal journey. And when you're ready, it's a great way to serve as a mentor to someone behind you and give back. Networking doesn't have to be an explicit professional thing you do either. It's as simple as getting out and meeting people. Look up from your phone, engage with the people around you, and don't forget the power of a smile and a simple hello. Skill building. Never stop learning. Even after college, there may be specific skills that are required or recommended for your dream career path. For example, lawyers would benefit from polishing their public speaking skills, and teachers may benefit from taking a few classes in child psychology and learning disorders. Or maybe you've always wanted to learn something, maybe an instrument or a language. Now, with a little more time after college, you may be able to take on a personal learning venture. Self-care. Your early 20s are a great time to establish strong habits that are focused on your personal well-being. Prioritizing taking care of yourself after college, a time when sometimes self-care takes a back seat, is a great way to reinvest in yourself. Spend some time on your physical and mental health. Exercise, learn to cook and eat well. Journal, meditate, spend time with your friends and loved ones. Explore faith if that's important to you, and do what you need to do to keep your mind and body happy and healthy. In some cases, establishing a work-life balance and focusing on self-care can become a more active effort when you're working in a job. You may find that you need to advocate for yourself and set clear boundaries for when you're available to work and when you need to rest. Try to learn about your employer's or program's attitudes toward work-life balance and factor that into your decision in choosing that job. There's no right way to do life after college. There truly are a myriad of options and directions to take your life in. That being said, it becomes a balance of setting goals and making plans for yourself while giving yourself some room for trial and error. Personal development, though, is something that you can keep in your toolkit no matter what you do. And as always, if you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. We hope this helps. Please like, subscribe, and share if you found this video helpful.